Ngozi sat on the wooden stool in her kitchen, fanning the fire under the pot of soup. Her husband, Chiegbula, had warned her many times. "I do not want a house help in my home," he had said. But Ngozi was tired. The house was big, and their 3 children were a handful. So, against her husband's wishes, she went to the village and brought a young girl named Adaku. When Chiegbula saw Adaku, he was angry. "Ngozi, did I not tell you I don't want a house help?" he shouted. But Ngozi begged. "She will help me with the chores. You will see, everything will be fine." In the end, Chiegbula sighed and let Adaku stay. At first, everything seemed normal. Adaku was quiet and hardworking. She woke up early, swept the compound, cooked, and helped with the children. But soon, Ngozi noticed something strange. Chiegbula had started smiling at Adaku too much. He would call her softly, and sometimes, she caught them exchanging glances. Ngozi tried to ignore it, but her heart warned her. "It is nothing," she told herself. One evening, she walked into the kitchen and found Adaku and Chiegbula standing too close. When they saw her, they quickly moved apart. Months passed, and Chiegbula became distant from Ngozi. He no longer ate her food with joy. Instead, he would say, "Adaku, serve my food," and Ngozi would watch in anger. She knew something was wrong, but she did not know how deep the problem was. One day, Ngozi noticed Adaku had started wearing bigger clothes. She watched closely and gasped. "She is pregnant." Ngozi's heart pounded. But whose child was it? Ngozi could not hold back her anger. She grabbed Adaku's arm. "Tell me, who is responsible for this pregnancy?" Adaku kept quiet, her eyes filled with fear. But before she could speak, Chiegbula walked in and said, "Let her go, Ngozi. The child is mine." Ngozi felt like the ground had opened beneath her feet. "What did you just say?" she asked in a shaking voice. Chiegbula looked at her, not with shame, but with pride. "I said, I am the father of Adaku's child." Ngozi could not believe her ears. But the worst was yet to come. She soon discovered that her husband had secretly married Adaku in a traditional ceremony. The betrayal cut deep like a sharp knife. Ngozi's anger boiled over. She screamed and threw Adaku's clothes outside. "Get out of my house," she shouted. But Chiegbula held Adaku close. "This is her home too," he said firmly. Ngozi knew her battle had just begun. Ngozi sat alone, thinking about everything that had happened. She had lost her husband's love, and now she had to share her home with the woman she brought in herself. She sighed deeply and whispered, "If only I had listened to my husband. If only I had not brought Adaku into my home." Moral lesson: always listen to wise counsel. Some mistakes cannot be undone. A little patience and understanding in marriage can prevent a lifetime of regret.